Hello, beautiful people. I am Real Talk Kim, and I am so excited that you are joining me again today. I have an incredible guest that I've brought in. Her name is Jewel Tankard. A lot of you know her from a reality show that she is on with her family. And I love her because she is a boss chick. But what I really love about her is I admire women that are boss chicks, that can run companies, that can be great wives, that can be great mothers, and work during the day and just juggle everything with such a grace and femininity. And she does all of that. She's loud but fun. The girl just lays in bed, I think, and thinks about ways to make money. So today she's gonna talk about flipping properties. She's gonna talk about Bitcoins. She's gonna do all kinds of stuff with you today and talk about her incredible family. I love her family because they pastor a church, and she has these incredible kids. They're all beautiful, and they're all just who they are. They don't have to live in a glass box. Her parents, the Tankards, have really done a great job with the kids. So today, we're gonna have a fun time talking about how it's never too late to get your dreams stirred up. Even if you've been a mom forever, even if you've had a few companies fail, it's never too late to start believing in yourself again. When you believe in yourself, you can change the world. You can be a game shifter. So today, join us. We're gonna have a party up in here, me and Jewel Tankard. Let's go. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Real Talk Kim. I'm Real Talk Kim. I'm glad you're here with me today. I am super honored to have my girl, Jewel Tankard, with me today. She is a whole, let's see, how would I picture you? You were like a whole perfect cake.
Oh, you're
just
so
from the
sweet,
top to the
girl.
bottom. You're just
so
fabulous.
I love you. Thank you for having me. Like, this is so dope. Like,
I
this
know.
whole situation
I know
is
it.
like crazy dope. Like, you're in the perfect plan for
Come
my life.
on, man.
Oh my
I'm just
gosh,
trying to be like you. What?
Girl, I mean, it's so funny because when you told me you had a show, I was like, of course she does. Like, your personality is bigger than life.
Yeah.
You're amazing. People love you. No, like, seriously, they do.
Well,
like,
you know
have
what's
a
so
message.
cool is I was with you because we have a talk show that's being started, The Chatter.
Yes.
And so me and you were at the Essence Festival together, and
Yeah.
so I got to really know you. Like I've always kind of been, you know, social media will have you thinking you BFFs with somebody. I'm like, we BFFs. We ain't never met, but you know, we BFFs.
Right.
And so I got to really spend time with you and your beautiful daughter.
Oh, yes,
And I just
Irene.
loved how, you know, a lot of times people aren't what they portray to be on social media.
Yeah.
And you got a reality show with your family. You got
Yeah.
5 kids.
Yes.
You're a wife.
Yes,
You're a
girl.
pastor.
Yes.
What? Like
Yes.
you're like a cake. You do a little bit of, and a whole entrepreneur, mogul.
Yes,
like you came in here to be with me today, but you're also dropping the mic tonight, helping
Yes.
people get rich at
Yes.
the vault. So,
Exactly.
you know, it's just so cool that you have all of these different streams. So I'm just super honored that you would come here. And I want to talk about you. I want the world to know who is Jewel Tankard.
Well, first of all, thank you. And definitely, I think, you know, we were just talking a minute ago, like, I think this is a time where it's like all of the people that have been called are being summoned together to go out and do great exploits and to change lives and to show people that I really believe God called all of us to be multidimensional, right? And for so long, you know, people always felt like, okay, well, if I'm gonna be a good mom, then can I still be a good wife? If I'm gonna be a good mom and a good wife, can I still be a boss? And you really can.
And run after your dreams.
And you can run after your dreams. I mean, to me, Ben and I have been married for 18 juicy years. And I think, I know, right?
Juicy!
Juicy, that's
Yes!
my baby. But I think that...
Slippery. Greasy like Waffle House.
Come on, Slippery. Yes, Slippery. Anyway, focus.
Hey, both of our husbands are bald.
They are, I know, right? But,
Okay.
But yeah, like, then you realize, like, you know what, God, I really can. It's what keeps you interesting. Like my husband always says, I love the fact that you have maintained your individuality.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
you have.
That I get up every day and I'm like, Jesus, let's play. What are we gonna do? Where are we gonna go? What adventure do you have for us? And it's been a really, really powerful
Have you
year.
always been this way, or were you ever in the background? Were you ever like when your kids? Because you got five kids.
Yeah, I know.
Like, have you always been like, whoa, Jewel's here? You know what I'm saying?
I've always been that way.
Yeah.
When I was 5, I thought I was gonna be a superstar.
You prophesied.
I prophesied, girl. No, I did. And I mean, of course, when the children were home, and we blended family. So Ben already had 4, and then I had 1. And so the children would come over on weekends, and my personality was always very big at that point. But I think I got to a point where I started embracing it even more.
Yeah, man.
I've always loved
Ain't that
me.
beautiful?
It is.
What age?
Right.
At what age did you be like, girl, here I am?
I think, honestly, it happened pretty young. Like
Did
15.
it?
Like 15.
See, mine didn't happen until I was 40.
Really?
Yes, I'm
Seems
a
like you've been
late
like that the
learner.
whole time.
I know.
Really? So your personality was big, right?
Well, no. Like, something happened to me when I went through my divorce. I was just like, you know what? Screw this. Like, I'm tired of trying to get people to approve of me.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I think I just got to that place where I realized I don't even know who I am. And so, 40 years old, I got me a tutu and combat boots. I retired the heels. And I'm jumping. Hey, I'm catching up with Jewel Tankard now. I'm like, peace, this is who I am. So it's so cool.
So how did, now I know you're supposed to be asking me a question, but I just have to ask you this. So this happens to you at 40.
Yeah, and I'm only 46.
So do you think, right, you're still young and fine, girl. So do you feel like, was everybody like, whoa?
Yes. Like, I think I got so delivered. That's why I'm asking you, when did this happen? Because, Jewel, you can tell when you walk into a room that you're comfortable in your skin.
Yeah.
The thing I love about you, love about you, is that you're a woman's woman.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't scared to give somebody out. Like, when I asked you to come here with me,
girl,
one of the biggest issues I have is putting people out. I don't want to put nobody out. Man, it's something I'm getting over.
Yeah.
And you were like, girl, I'm in. What? I'm in, girl. I'm so proud.
Yes.
If you ain't told me 10 times a day how proud I am. You are just such an awesome light for women. Let people know, girl, if I'm winning, you winning.
Yes.
That's how I feel. Wherever I go, I'm taking you with me.
You could tell, even when we were in New Orleans at Essence, I was like, Kim is like the grownest kid I know. And I'm like that. I'm like, I want to play. I want to have fun. I want to laugh. I want to explore. I'm not afraid to try new things.
Nope.
And I think that's really where Jesus wants us.
I think it's why he's using us.
Yes.
Because we walk in a room and people are like, good Lord, what is that? We're like, what? It's like we got haters. If you knew me, you would love me. Like, we're so free.
So free.
That's
But I
why
think
I
it
love
gives
you.
people permission.
Yeah.
People can look at us and say, you know what? They give me permission to be exactly who I am. So if you're naturally quiet, that's okay. If you're naturally loud, that's okay. Whoever you really are, to embrace that.
Yeah, but we make loud like, we're not loud. Well, I might be a little obnoxious, but I watch myself back on Facebook Live. I'm like, God, you get on my nerves. I'm like, wow. Even when we're taping here, the producer's like, slow down. I'm like, this.
Right.
You know what it is? I think it's passion.
It is
You know,
passion.
my dad always told me, you do what you want to do and you don't ever need a vacation.
Yeah.
And that's me and you.
Girl, that's how I am. I don't like to I like to go out and have fun, but to just stop everything, no, because I'm loving everything I do.
Yeah.
You know?
Super awesome. So you are like, aren't you a millionaire? Like,
Yeah,
hello?
girl. Yes, honey.
Oh, Kurt.
I made my first million at 27 years old.
Gosh.
I owned a Nextel franchise, a little two-way radio.
Like, how'd you just decide one day I'm gonna buy it franchise? Was your mom and daddy like rich?
My parents, well, yeah, they grew up very wealthy. They were actually the very first African Americans to have a business downtown Detroit. They had 3 locations, record stores called LaGreen's Records and Tapes. So we used to have like Peebo Bryson, Minnie Riperton, Phyllis Hyman, all the old
So it's
school
in your
Motown.
blood.
It's in my blood. So I saw them like get their work on, and I started working for Nextel, doing very, very well. And then somebody came along and said, hey, I want to partner with you and let's open up a Nextel franchise.
Favor.
And that's how it was a major favor. It's a major favor, because it was right after a divorce, honey. And that was a mess.
How many times you been married?
Just one. Just one time before him. That was a mess.
I'm just kidding.
No, seriously. Yeah, I was married one time. And he was abusive for 2 years. And then he called one day and said, I'm not coming back after 2 years. And I said, praise the Lord. I went out and got a new weed, went to Hilton Head with my girlfriends. I was
Come
like,
on.
I'd be doggone if I'm gonna cry outside of this foolishness. I cried in it, I'm not gonna cry outside.
He just said, I'm not coming home.
Yeah.
Now, I remember my first marriage, it was like, I didn't really think it counted because he did the same thing. I like came home, he was gone. And so I just thought it didn't count because it was only like a year.
Oh, wow.
God thought it mattered, you know, because I just kind of felt like if I don't know what he looks like on the street, he don't count.
So he just left?
Yes, because I had a big mouth and I told him every day, I don't need no man. I got home one day and I didn't have one. I was like, what happened? He's like, you don't need a man.
So was he mean?
No, he was nice guy, just with me.
It was just you.
I was mean.
Okay,
But
yeah.
thank you, Jesus,
He's
for
delivered.
deliverance.
He's delivered.
You know what?
Like, I need a man, Lord. I need a man.
And hey, look, 17 years you've been married. God brought you this sweet, and I've watched him because y'all have the reality show.
Yeah.
I love your reality show.
Thank
What
you.
incredible kids you have.
Yeah.
Like you even send me videos of your daughters.
Yes.
Like, I'm Cardi B. What they say?
Wait, that was hilarious. Brittany said that Kim, she's like, Mama, you know who gonna be in Nashville? I was like, who? She was like, Real Talk Kim. I was like, I said, you know that's my girlfriend. She was like, Mama. Oh, that's like the Cardi B of gospel, Mama.
She said I was a Joyce Meyer with the Cardi B flavor. That's what
I had to see you that one. I had to see you that video. I was like, this is
I love that with all my guts.
Yeah,
and whenever I'm tired, I just watch that video. That's why I got to get up again. So you know what I love about your family, Jewel? I love this about you. Just same way you give us all permission and you celebrate us, that's how you do your kids.
Yeah.
And your kids are proof that y'all have not put them in a box.
Yeah.
You ain't made them typical preacher's kid. I mean, you're
and
the one I met's like, this is who I am. Take it or leave it.
Exactly. And you know, but I had to grow because I haven't always been there. I think there was a time definitely where I think all the kids would be like, my mama too religious. Because I wanted to make
I can't even imagine.
Yes, because I wanted to make everything a preaching moment. Like, you know what the Lord would say. Like the girls would be like, Mama, he fine. I'd be like, you don't know what's in his bloodstream. That's what he saved. They like, can you just say he fine?
You put fear in them.
Right. and really, and Ben helped me with that. Ben was like, babe, like, they're getting to a point where they just want to talk to me about some of these intimate things that I want them to have a space with you. And actually, to be honest, reality TV helped me to uncover some religion that I still
Come on,
had.
girl.
Yeah.
That's what it did for me too.
Oh, really?
Even with my kids, like it just exposes. The kids are like, I don't want to go to your church. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, what? They're like, your church stinks. I'm like, what? And then you start really realizing I better back down.
Yep.
I don't want to carry this religitard spirit into my kids. And it helps you settle down.
Girl, that's interesting that that's how you saw
It
reality
did.
TV.
If anything Preachers of Atlanta did for me, it healed my boys and me. It allowed them to talk. It allowed them to say, this is the way y'all make my me, my papa. Y'all, this is the way you got to be. Jesus is a mean God. Man, what? Like everything shifted after that show.
Wow.
And now they work in ministry with me. I let them work in ministry, being who God created. Yes.
Who they are, not putting any.
You want to play in Smith O'Bar? Go play in Smith O'Bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, but just keep your head focused.
Yes,
But
yes.
You're not going to hell because of that.
That's right. No,
So I
absolutely
agree.
not.
Okay, so listen, Linda. So you are also a businesswoman.
Yes.
Like Nextel was your first company, but now like you got your hands, like you talking Chinese. Like when you talk to me, you like Bitcoin, flipping this, flipping that, like your language. And I'm over here just barely trying to keep up. I'm like, what's Bitcoin? What's this? Oh girl, I got you. I'll teach you. You're gonna make $1 million in 7 days.
You're so silly. Maybe that's 7, but we gonna get there.
So you are a millionaire at 26.
27.
27, and it's just kept going.
Yeah, I've been really blessed. The generational blessing on my life was that my dad has always, even today at 76, he's always had the ability to produce. But he just wasn't the best manager. And so growing up, his and her Rolls Royce, his and her Mercedes, housekeepers, cooks, drivers, private schools, and 19, all that we lost. And I was devastated.
You were 19.
I was 19. And I was devastated.
At the prime of your life.
Girl. So then that like led me to start like coming up with a new financial plan, which was dating drug dealers. Because in Detroit, it was very glamorized. Every pretty girl wanted a drug boy. And I had me a few of them.
And you were like, I'm fine, I'm snatched.
Right.
What?
Right. Come pay these bills. And that's what I did. And after a couple years of that, they started getting indicted and dying. It started getting real, like, tragic. The main one I was dating got arrested for drug-related murder. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to church. This is crazy. And through that, I started asking myself, Jewel, you went from your daddy taking care of you to men taking care of you. Like, why can't you take care of yourself?
Girl.
You know what I'm saying?
Girl.
And so that kind of led me on this whole financial education piece, because seeing mom and dad go from here to here, and the reality is my mom, precious, powerful woman, I love her, it's her birthday today, she never really spoke up. She never really had a voice. She never really said, I don't think we should do that, or I think we should do something different. She let daddy make all the decisions, and daddy was an amazing producer, but not good manager or investor. So that's where it started for me.
You know what's so beautiful about that though, Jewel, is that you could have went off the deep end.
Yeah.
Like you could have been like, I don't need no man. You could have.
Yeah, I could have.
But yeah, you spin it around, you flip that
Mm-hmm.
script, and you took the good of both.
Yep, absolutely. And I like men, so, and I like my husband, but I've always liked men, so. But
Yo,
you know, I was
juicy
like,
man.
I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, my juice, I gotta juice it thick chocolate man. Thank you, Lord. But
Dark
yeah,
and chocolate.
Dark and chocolate, honey, with that bald head. Hey, thank you. But yeah, so that kind of like led me on that whole path of, hey, you're gonna become independently wealthy. So, and then when I went through that marriage, and then he was broke, and then I ended up paying all his bills, and I was like, this is dead. Like, I had to get some balance. I had to allow Holy Spirit to bring it. So that's what really led me to want to understand money, development of wealth, development of real legacy money, the difference between rich and wealthy, and having sustainable wealth that has longevity to it.
Come
right?
on,
That no matter what's going on in the economy, I can win. So now I invest in real estate, oil wells.
Like, what made you
crypto.
get into that? That's something you had to seek out. Like, you don't just decide one day I'm going to invest in an oil well.
Yeah.
Like, where's oil wells? You know what I'm saying?
You know who actually helped me get on the oil game is Ben's cousin. Because he
Oh.
owned a bunch of them. And each oil well pays out anywhere from 15 to 20 years. So this is what made me start the whole Millionaires Club, because I wanted to teach women what I had learned, short and long-term wealth strategies, because most women are still not big real estate investors, oil investors. I was just with Kim Kiyosaki. I just had her on my show last week, and I said, Kim, you own 6,000 units by yourself. Now, you and Robert together like 14, 15,000, but by yourself, 7,000 units, okay? I said, do you know any other women that are playing that big in real estate? She said, honestly, I don't.
Man.
It's still very male-dominated, from the contractors to the ones who are coming to the table, negotiating the deals, and I really want to see that change.
Man,
Yeah.
so stinking proud of you.
Thank
And
you,
I'm
girl.
happy that you are sharing your knowledge.
Yes.
You're not just keeping it to yourself, and you're not out there like scaring people into doing it. You're not a loud mouth, chunky butt out there, man. You're doing it with grace.
Yeah, amen.
And I'm super
Yeah.
proud of you for that. And
Thank
so,
you.
man, I'm glad you came on the
Yeah,
show with
thank you,
me.
girl, for having me.
And you're just contagious, you know? Like, I'm gonna get to one of your meetings. I'm gonna
Yes.
be a millionaire, like
Yes,
with
girl.
Bitcoins.
Yes, with Bitcoin.
What is
yes.
Bitcoins?
So Bitcoin is basically a digital currency. It's the granddaddy. So you have Bitcoin is the granddaddy, and all of them have technologies that solve problems for humanity. And they've only made so many Bitcoins, so as more people get exposed to how it solves problems, more people buy it, the value goes up. But it's digital currency, which also can be considered a digital asset.
Man, and you did. You sent me some text the other day, and you were like, "Look what I've made in the last 24 hours." I'm like, "Okay," you know, because I think that whenever God has anointed you with money, favor finds you,
Yeah.
and don't waste the season. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I've learned in this season, Jewel,
Yes.
is everything that God's handing us. I know that God's brought people into my life, and and God's brought people into your life. Like even our viewers right now that are
Yes.
sitting at home and you're
Yes.
barely making it. That is not how God
No.
created you.
No.
God did not create you to
No.
be. You may be in a season where all hell's broken loose and you have found yourself back on food stamps, having to start all over again.
Yeah.
It's okay to go through seasons like that,
That's
right?
it, that's
but
it.
in those seasons, don't lay down.
Do
Say,
not.
this ain't where I'm staying. I might be on food stamps right now.
Come on.
But I challenge you to walk into Publix, Kroger, wherever you go buy
Come on.
groceries with your food stamp and drop that food stamp card like a whole microphone. Be like, boom, shakalaka. You know what I'm saying?
That's
This is
right.
part of my story.
This is part of the
Everybody's
story.
got a story.
Everybody's got a story.
But it's going to be a bestseller.
Come on,
Huh?
that's it,
What?
baby.
Like if you wouldn't have been broke, if you
Yes.
wouldn't have been in an abusive marriage, if I wouldn't have ran men off with my mouth, we wouldn't have nothing to talk
We
about.
wouldn't have none of
We wouldn't have passion.
It
That's
makes
why
us
we-
relatable. Because people
Yes.
know, okay, if she was doing that, if she was dating drug dealers, if she was mean, if she was, then they know, okay, then it's possible for me. You know, the person that I am today and the person I was years ago are two totally different people.
Come on, it is the redemption plan of God.
It is.
When we just surrender.
It is.
And God brought us two men into our lives. I got a great man, you got a great man. After all.
After all.
We got these great men that love us. And so where can they find you?
So they can find me everything Jewel Tankard, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I sure do love you.
Love you
and
too,
I'm excited.
girl.
And listen, all of you out there, I pray that this, through the screen today, that you feel excited, that your juices are flowing again, your creativity's flowing again. Reach out to somebody. I believe in mentors. You know, grab you somebody that's doing what you want, that's better than you. Stop hanging around with people that you're the smartest one in their doggone club.
That's right.
Get around some people that are doing what you want to do, that are doing more than you, and get around them and let them rub off. Hijack some of their juice. Do you, boo? We love you. All of us love you. We believe in you, and we're excited about all the testimonies that are going to come in because people decided, I'm getting up and living again, and I'm taking it all back. What? We love you. Real Talk Kim here. Till next time. Peace out.